So, little girl, you gonna be free sometime? Stumpy? I'm out. Hey guys, welcome to a new review. This time I'm going to be reviewing the McFarlane building figure set of the upper prison cell. Now I've got the box right here. I will show you it real quick. It's basically just a box. Nothing all that great about it. The real best part of this is the set itself, but of course, you have to show off the box. It doesn't say anything really on it. It doesn't have any sort of read-up or anything, but it does show you that there are two different versions of this set. One is just a walker, and one is Carol. And this is a stackable set, so I will show you how that works in a second, or once I'm done reviewing this. And that's pretty much all I can say. It displays the figure there, and I think this retails for about 10 bucks, so I will tell you guys if it's worth it. It's got 109 pieces. And let's take a look at Carol first, the little building figure that comes in here. She's pretty nice. I mean, the sculpt is really nice, and the paint, I'd probably say, is one of the better paints of these little figures, but my main complaint is, I don't know if this is just mine, but she falls apart like really easily. So like, I just move her arm up and down and it pops off, so I have to move this arm and then that pops off. Move her waist, pops off real easily, then her legs will pop off. It just bugs me. Her head's on tightly though, but I don't know why that has to be such a problem. Anyway, the sculpt is really nice, especially for how tiny she is. You can see that she's holding a little, I think that's a 38 in her hand there, and maybe it looks a little big for her size, but yeah, I'd say it works. And then she's got a knife in the other hand. See, there goes her arm. There it is. Trying to get away from me, are you? Yeah, that's how that works. And her face sculpt, let's see if I can get close enough to show that off. Yeah, it's pretty nice. It actually looks like the actress Melissa McBride. I don't know how they're able to capture a likeness to anyone on such a tiny little thing, but they definitely pull it off. And then her shirt looks really nice. I mean, everything's got folded wrinkles and stuff. It's almost, this is a better sculpt than you would probably get with the Carols from the Series 6 of the Walking Dead figures. Yeah, it looks much nicer. Alright, anyway, enough of that. Articulation is fair. I mean, her arm can move up and down, can move to full 360 on both sides, but it will fall off if you do that. Then her legs can move a little bit off to the side. Of course, if you move her legs around in the wrong position, she won't be able to stand too well, so. Then her head can move side to side. So, the little figure is nice. It's nothing great. The looseness of it is a bit of a bother. But then the prison cell. I actually prefer this prison cell over the other one, which there's not many differences, but let me put it side to side so you can see. So, first off, it has this front part being thicker, whereas this is definitely, it has not as much going on for it. And then its doors are different. I like this one's more rusty looking, whereas this one looks a bit more like, I don't know, it looks like some sort of greenish color, and that doesn't look right to me. And then I like the front part, the railing that you can have a character hanging over. That looks cool. And then, whereas this bottom part only holds on by, like, let me pull this off and show you, by these one little dots, that one little dot that holds on there, whereas these are held on by a lot. It's just really firm and sturdy up there. I like that. Let me get Carol out of the way so I don't kill her. Okay, and I like the thickness of the bottom of it, just the base. Other than that, it's pretty much the same thing, but it costs the same amount of money, and you really can't just get the upper part. You really do need the bottom part as well, but if you're just going to get one or the other, I would definitely get the upper part instead of the lower part. And that aside, everything else is pretty much the same as the lower one, but I'll give it a fair review anyway. So let me stick a character inside to give you a nice scale look. It's going to be Carol without an arm because she keeps dropping it. So that's what she looks like. She can stand next to her desk and her bed. And that's rather cool. Yeah, flip the bed. And without all of the little accessories in there, all you get is an empty room with some nice tiles. And of course, all of this is really hard to put together because McFarlane makes their blocks, unlike Lego, extremely tight. And if you pull on this stuff, it's not just going to come off. You have to pull with extreme force. And I don't know, that's not too bad because then if you drop it, it's not going to fall into a million pieces like a Lego figure. Or a Lego set. I know I don't play with Lego anymore, but this is the adult Lego. I'm just going to brand it this. This is the adult Lego set. Really, a 30-year-old man can buy this and no one's going to be like, eh. But you buy a Lego that says 12 and up, something like 12 and below, and you just like, that's meant for kids. But other than that, it does have these little parts here so it can connect to another set of, what's it called? Prison cells. Then it's got the toilet and sink there. Again, toilet's a little weird looking, only this time instead of the pinkish stuff in there, it's more of a rusted color. And I like that. And then it's got some black in there, so like I guess that's mold. And that's disgusting, just bleh. It's got a nice deep hole in there and there. Yeah, that's well done. Got some rubble in here. This is a pinker tile than the other jail cell. The other jail cell has, let me shake out everything. It has a gray tiling floor, which I prefer the gray tile floor, but this one doesn't look too bad. Yeah. And then there's also, with the original, with the lower one, the one that I did first, there's also these white bricks, whereas this one just has gray, which I prefer because it seems like you're supposed to line up the white bricks in a different way, and I screwed that up, so whatever. Then, of course, the bed is rather nice. It's just a plastic frame that's made to look like metal. And then it's got the solid bed. Just solid piece. Not, I'd figure it would be rubber, but nope. And its sheets, it's got a sheet here and a blanket. So it's made for different display values, or whatever. It's got a holy sheet here that's disgusting. Hey, holy sheet. And then a dirty, ripped up blanket. So you can display it with sheet and blanket if you want. I always just toss the sheet on there. Make it real easy, stick it in there, and there's also a pillow. Where's that darned pillow? Oh boy. Tiny little pillow. I have misplaced my pillow. Oh well. The pillow is just a small square thing, or rectangular thing. Which I just found. So, much better to actually show you guys. It looks like a pillow. And then it's got one flat side so that that's what you're meant to set it on. Otherwise it would sort of teeter around. Then you just toss that on there and then you've got your set. Of course you also have the desk, and this one comes with a pistol and a knife. At least I'm pretty sure this is what this set's table looked like. I might have mixed them up, but whatever. Yeah, and then I also have the catwalk to show you guys after this one, which will be much more fun because it's much bigger and it has many little things to it. But yeah, really nice. And then these little parts are a separate piece, but if you take them off, it looks weird. Let me just see if I can take it off. Once you put it on, it doesn't want to come off. But if you can get it off, there you go. It has a tiny little hole there. And then you can swap stuff. It comes with a few swappable pieces. But I just like this. It's rather fitting. It's just a book and some papers with a knife on it and then a gun. And then it's got a wood looking there, plastic there. Yeah, so it's just a really tiny piece, and then there's this tiny little peg you can just set that in and it won't flop around. You can see, I hate having so many tiny little pieces. And then see that, you just set that in there and it'll hold it in place a little better than if it wasn't there. That way when you shuffle it around, it kind of stays in place. Okay, so that's pretty much all it has going for it. Let's show you the door real quick before we wrap this up. Might as well show you what the under part looks like. Let me tilt it over. Look at that. See all that work? It's 109 pieces. It only took me about, I'd say, an hour to build. But that was because I was doing it in between doing other stuff. Probably would only take you 20 to 30 minutes if you put your mind to it. That looks nice. And the railing is well sculpted and painted. Everything's made to look dirty. Door opens and closes fairly nice. And then if you have the lower set, it comes with a roof. You're supposed to put that roof on this and snap it down. And that's what it looks like. So it's a little closed off. So let me show you the final effect here. This is the stacking option. You put it on top of this part here and just shove down, and you've got your double prison. Yeah, so then you attach this to your catwalk and you've got a huge set to display. I love it. I've definitely got mine set up just for awesome effects. And yeah, I would recommend getting these. If you're a fan of The Walking Dead or just building stuff in general, or if you're a fan of gritty looking diorama sets, this is perfect for that. So what do you guys think? Would you pick up one if you haven't already? I would recommend, just so you guys know. Anyway, make sure to stick around for future videos. Make sure to stick around for some sort of contest that I have coming up soon. I love you guys. I will see you soon in another video. Peace.